is time now to welcome a legend of international folk music who quite simply has seen and done it all in a career spanning 7 decades. She is a storyteller, she's a trailblazer, an inspiration to female artists across the world, and still has a fire in the belly that burns brighter than ever. Would you please welcome Peggy Seeger? Peggy, there you go.
That was wonderful what you said about sharing the world.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Welcome to the show, Peggy.
Thank you.
No
Another hurdle, getting up steps.
I mean, we're so delighted that you've joined us here tonight. I know that you're no stranger to Ireland, and you know you've been coming here since way back in the 50s. That was one of your first trips.
It was. I'm honoured to be here and among so many wonderful musicians. Really, just absolutely. Yeah. And of course, your honourable self.
Oh yes, thank you so much, Peggy. Thank you so much.
Praise is always welcome.
Praise is always welcome, even if it's not true. So this is good. This is good. What do you remember of that first trip to Ireland? Because I know it was a journey for you in terms of trad music and trying to get the origins of what the sound was.
I came shepherding someone who wanted to place a recording machine in every single Irish post office so that people could come in and record the music. Her name was Deanne Hamilton. I think she's a bit of a legend, maybe here or maybe not. Yes. And I remember particularly meeting Paddy Tunney when his oldest son was just born, and meeting the McPeaks. To me, an American still very, very wet behind the ears. To come to a place like Ireland that was so old. America's not old. We're a teenage country and we're behaving like it now. Yeah. But back then it was just fabulous, and still is. I love coming here because you all sing. You know what it is.
Everybody knows what it is,
Yeah.
and you certainly do. You know, the family that you came from, music was in the blood. I mean, what is it like to still be performing and doing what you love 7 decades after beginning your career?
Perilous. Well, I can still get up on stage and actually do the show, but it's the traveling. Traveling is really the murderous thing.
Yeah.
You know? They say we sing for free. You pay me to travel. Yeah.
That's true.
You have 4.
You know that.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
You have 4 people agreeing with you there. You also have 4 powerhouses of music. You are an inspiration to so many performers and so many female performers. What does it mean to you to have been one of the trailblazers for female folk vocalists?
It's interesting. I feel inspired by the young people who are coming up now. Yeah. Because back when I was one of the young people, and there weren't very many long-necked banjo players from America coming over aged 20, 21. I was kind of like a loner, and I was celebrated for that. I was a bit of a curiosity, to be quite honest. But now there are so many really talented singers and musicians, young people. I mean, it feels really good, wonderful.
I know you're. Can I use the word super fan?
I am, yeah.
Tell us your super fan story.
I tend to be fangirling over Peggy, as you know, Peggy. But it was her birthday there in June. It's her birthday in June, isn't it? I do know that. Yeah, I do know that. And she was gigging down to Kilkenny, and I decided I would make 30 cupcakes with her face on them and drive them down to Kilkenny. But it turns out she got sick. But I still drove them down, and I got them to her room, and she was there looking at me with 30 cupcakes with her face on them. So I'm a bit of a super fan, yeah. But it's amazing that she's here and like sharing her music and her. Yeah.
This is your present to me.
I did got to that present, yeah. But I felt so lucky that she's here and sharing, and you know, she's so generous with her time and generous to sharing her knowledge with everybody else, and that's what's amazing about it. And because she's such a powerhouse of a songwriter and a storyteller, we're just so lucky that she's here and sharing it all with us.
Thank you.
Thank you
very much.
Peggy, yourself and your late husband, Ewan McCall, were a powerhouse together, and you were the inspiration for one of the all-time great love songs. The first time ever I saw your face. Can you tell us the story behind that and when you first heard the song?
Well, Ewan and I were estranged at the time. I was 21 when I met him, and he said he was 39. He was actually 41. And he was married with a child, and that was not my idea of the perfect match. So we were a bit estranged, and I went back to the United States. I was living in California at the time, and it was very expensive to have transatlantic calls. So we're talking, estranged talking. And I said, they want a happy love song, short. I was singing American folk songs where somebody's getting murdered or being shipped away to Australia or something like that. I didn't have any happy love songs. So he said, try this. And he sang it over the phone. I wrote it down. And to be quite honest, now it's been covered by 1,000 other singers who sing it in every possible way. It is a war horse that is still on the racetrack.
Wow,
I mean, it's amazing.
It really is.
Yeah.
I know it was for a long time that you couldn't sing that song after he died, but you've, thankfully for us, you've had a change of heart. Why is that?
Well, it was for about 15, 20 years I couldn't sing it. But I've had 2 life partners. I'm a Gemini, middle of June. 1 male and 1 female. And Irene and I are still together, even though she's in New Zealand. Phone calls every morning, every night. So when I sing it to and from both of my life partners. Because it's been very, very different, there's more than you need or want to know in my memoir, First Time Ever, and that tells the whole story. So, not the whole story, thank goodness.
I think there's going to be quite a lot of people going out and trying to get their hands on that after listening to you tonight, but you're going to sing it for us this evening, isn't that right?
I am. It's going to take me a while to get over to the other side of the stage.
Well, I wouldn't worry about that. You're in Ireland. I think there's a number of people who might be able to chat while you do that, Peggy. so if you would like to get yourself ready, Peggy Seeger.